Hey all, welcome to part 4 with Ultraviolent 4. This is Tengu Summoner. We're playing Ashen Zari and we've just wandered into Lair. We're going to have to be kind of careful here because we haven't yet found any means of getting our poison, and there are some fast things in here like spiny frogs and potentially black mambas that we won't be able to fly away from, and they do a lot of poison damage. So yeah, this is probably a bit scarier than the dungeon was for us without our poison. Another thing is that there is an ice cave on this level, and Ashen Zari is showing us that it's up here in the top left. So we can start wandering that way. We might not be able to do this. We don't have any protection from cold, and we don't have any resistant potions either. Although we do have an ID scroll, so maybe, let's see. It's ambrosia, no. So we don't have any means to get RC. Alright, and I think while we're here, we may as well just ID some of these scrolls that we've got. Silence and summoning. Okay. Summoning in particular is a very good tool to have. I'm glad we didn't waste that. And I guess that's time to go. We're just training our defenses at the moment. I think that's hey, we're getting a nice little bonus from polearms here. Yeah, we're just doing our defenses. So the general rule of thumb is that you do your offense, and then once your offense is sorted, you do your defense. And our offense is pretty sorted at the moment with Summon Lightning Spire. But maybe we could start training polearms again. And by again, I mean at all, because we haven't trained any. Yeah, I don't mind turning polearms on. So I'm going to focus dodging as well, and we're just going to turn polearms on. First spear, it's only 12 to get to its min delay. And if we ever get a demon trident, it's only 14. So particularly with the +1 aptitude, it won't take too much training. Alright. And one thing before we get going, I just wanted to share with you my strongest foghorn leghorn memory. And this one's from my dad. And in fact, this is probably where my love of really bad puns comes from. So when I was but a little ultra, and I mean a little ultra, he used to teach me how to catch. So we'd play catch. And then when I dropped the ball, he'd say, "Keep your eye on the ball. Ball, that's a joke, son." And so that is very firmly burned into my mind. Although actually it took me years and years to actually get it. I remember it was one of those revelations. I was like, eyeball, oh my god, it's a pun. Anyway, we're going to head to this ice cave. Alright, so we should be flying. Interesting. The frog was marked as yellow when we saw it rather than just being a regular enemy, which is kind of surprising. I'm surprised that Ashen Zari considers a frog to be moderately dangerous for our character. What I did there is I put the spire between us and the basilisk. It's like any other hexer. By putting the spire in between you, you don't allow for yourself to be hexed. Right, and one other thing that I just wanted to address. We have a remove curse scroll now, so we could curse on another item. The thing is, there are some entrance vaults to Ice Cave that have ice dragons. And if we were able to get an ice dragon scales, interesting, we'd want to put it on. I was thinking for that reason we wouldn't want to curse the leather armor, but actually we could probably curse on the +2 cloak. More unlikely, I mean, some ice caves you can get cloaks of cold resistance, so maybe we'll just wait a bit. Alright, we'll see how this ice cave goes, if it goes at all, and then we'll consider again what to do with our, what is that thing called? Can't even think of words anymore. With our remove curse scroll. Okay, this is very scary actually. We've been frozen, which means we now move slowly. And we still got a whole bunch of dudes here. And particularly the rhyme drakes really hit quite hard. Okay, well I'm gonna put a spy here so it can shoot both of them. Alright, I think we're good. We're just gonna spam out. Oh, maybe we're not good. I think I've tried to look this up before, how much damage a rhyme drake does. And I'm not sure. Flash freeze does 3d13, which is 39. So max damage cold blast could actually kill us. In that case, I think we need to use one of our 11 heal wounds potions. How do we have so many heal wounds potions? I have no idea. Well, let's do that so we don't just insta die. And now what? 3 haste I don't really want to use. I think if we just take this slowly and we make use of our heal wounds potions, we might be alright. Let's go the lightning rod. Okay. That wasn't so good. I wanted to see if I could shoot them all with the same one. Okay, here we go. So the way that the lightning rod works is if you continue to use it, as in turn after turn, it gets stronger every time. And you can sort of direct where it goes. Okay, there's one. This is like a poor man's summon lightning spire. Alright. Okay, we should be good now. Alright, this really doesn't fill me with much, confidence for doing Ice Cave if 2 Rhyme Drakes nearly destroyed us, made us use heal wounds, and then we're still nearly dying. Can we just get out of here? We're still flying, so we're still slightly faster. I think we can probably get up. Okay, yeah, we're okay. Are we? Max damage on a yak is 18. Okay, this is not going to kill us in one more go. Alright. Thank you. Alright. Very bad. What happened there? Oh, I was just trying to fly. Alright, the ice cave might actually be gone now. We sort of took our precious time there. No, it's still there. Alright, well, we may as well go in and see what type it is. I think this is one that has ice devils in it, or freezing race. Maybe not. If it's just wolves and stuff, we can fight all of this. Not there, there. Especially if we do it slowly. What's really gonna worry us is freezing clouds, believe it or not, and ice statues. Okay, so just taking this really slowly. Now that we're detecting monsters with ash, that helps us out too. So we're, okay, well there's an ice statue. They are elect, right? Resistant to elect. Susceptible to fire. And immune to cold. So ice beasts do barely anything. Summon lightning spire will do barely anything. I guess we can canine familiar it. I just need to take this really slowly. I don't know that this will work. The thing is though, that statues can't regen health, so we actually can take a very long time to do this if need be. Oh dear. We need to get out of the freezing clouds though. I can put a spire down, and maybe that will, yeah, it's not going to distract it. Alright. K9 did a bit of damage. We can also roll until we get a good one. Alright, there we go. Go wolf. This might be a very long and hard fought ice cave. Let's see. If we could get wargs, that would be better. But I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have the ability to make wargs. Go. Wow. The wolf just gets one shot by all the spells. What else could we do? We don't have a wand of digging, which you can sometimes use to come up behind and be closer. Yes, this is kind of all we can do. Go. Yes, go. Okay, he did a lot better. He nearly killed it. We need to eat. One more if we get a good go at it. Where are wolves? Wolf. There we go. Go wolf. I really don't want to stand in the clouds like this. It's so risky. If he'd shot a bolt of cold then, we could have died. Jeez. No wolves. Wolf. No, they just get wrecked by the freezing clouds. And the reason if it's not obvious, the reason I'm directing the wolf to attack the ice statue is because I don't want him to get distracted by any ice beasts that get summoned. Oh man. So stupid. Did he just get... No, he didn't quite get one shot, but now we're blocking him. Okay, come on, Wolf. Get the spire, go. Come on. Come on, one more. One more. Yes. Okay, success. Pole humps at 2. Nice. Alright, what have we got? A Morning Star of Draining. What would be perfect is if we could just find a ring of protection from cold or something like that. That would make this place a lot safer. We should also be flying. Keep forgetting. We're sensing a monster here, so I'll preemptively spire. Whew. Good. A flight ran out. Reapply it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, it's okay. Those guys go berserk when they're nearly dead, but if they're in a spot like that where they're going to get double zapped, the spire will kill them pretty quickly. Fly, that's not fly, that's hound. attack. Good. God, Spy is so ridiculous. Okay. Please no freezing clouds. Alright, we can't get around that way. Alright. What's going to be super fun is if we actually make it to the end and we meet an Ice Fiend or like a Frost Giant with no RC and only 72 point max. Or it could even be the double Ice Dragon ending would be fun too. I'm trying to set up a double zap. What if we do it like this? There we go. We've got enough strength now. Our base strength is 10 because that's not counting the mutation we have. I suppose that that's not necessarily permanent. So let's go strength again. And maybe we'll do one more strength level up when we get to 15 and then we'll just be going int for the rest of it. Pure Bellow. I hope that's not Death Yaks. Okay, where's our resist cold ring? This is actually a pretty good spot because the Spire gets to zap all three. Although it seems like it's not. Let's do it like that. There we go. That'll get the rest. Fly. Are you playing along at home with the flying drinking game? Yeah, we've got a few wands. Another random scroll. And a leg potion. This is getting sketchy. I'm gonna put it back like this. Ooh, never mind, we're dying. Oh right, we're not flying. Okay, that explains why the yaks keep hitting us. Also, he just went Zerk, so I'm gonna start running away. Alright, never mind, it doubles up. Base Lightning Spire. Okay, one of Ice Blast, not very useful in here. A new scroll. We figured out with /- that the only scrolls we don't know, we don't really want to insta-read because these could be valuable. And League's not too useful here, but we were talking at the start about how there are potentially dangerous fast poison enemies that we might meet in Lair. League lets us fight those without having to worry about poison. Might also be a tool against an Ice Fiend because when you're a tree, you're immune to Torment. But I'm going to say that one's not a good idea because we also have no protection from cold. And so without being able to run or teleport away, we would die very quickly to Ice Fiend Bolts of Cold. I'm so scared in here. I shouldn't need to walk around as slowly as I am because we detect enemies, so we know when something's coming up, but I'm more afraid that we might just run into freezing clouds, and then by the time I realize what's happening, we're right in the middle of a big chunk of them. I'm just going to re-put it here so that it can then doubles up. Okay, that's a dead end. Alright, just checking it out. We're flying, so it's not like... so we can fly over the water. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I don't want to get caught stuck over that water. Oh yeah, here are the freezing clouds. This is terrifying with no RC and only 80 health. I'm just gonna hit dot for a bit because I want to check out these clouds and what they're doing. Like how big this area is that's getting hit by them. It's like 4 tiles wide. Okay, it seems like it's never this tile. So we potentially could get hit by 3 freezing clouds. Oh dear. I don't want to do it, I'm scared. Maybe we can fly around, let's see. If we can fly around to the other side without having to go through those freezing clouds. Doesn't look like it. We've sensed the red enemy. That's probably the frost giant. Or the ice dragon. Doesn't look like we can. Okay, let's get back. So we gotta walk through them. What's really sketchy is we might get through these, and even if we do get through them, it means that they're then potentially blocking our escape route. We've got 5 teleports, I guess, so we can try to teleport out. Alright, oh. Jeez. I don't know, I feel so uncomfortable in here. Okay, I hope this is... That freezing area, all of this is actually huge. This is so risky. Why did I come here? Oh my god. Alright, we're alive. Okay, so now our problem is, okay, so we've got death yaks. We know there's a red enemy up here. And we can't very safely retreat through here. Because we know that the freezing clouds are there. But what we can maybe do, if it's just, that's the frost giant. Okay. Alright, let's check out a frost giant. Can a frost giant one-shot us? I think maybe not quite. It's probably a 70 something damage. Bolt of Cold. 3d25, 75. So he's 4 damage off one-shotting us with a Bolt of Cold. Oh my god. I'm just thinking, as long as we're somewhere where we can step around the corner to break line of sight, so here, I don't mind, because we can step back. If we get the 75 Bolt of Cold, we can step around the corner and read a teleport. And there's a lot of area that we could land in. As long as we didn't get unlucky and land back in here, or in the freezing clouds, we'd be okay. Maybe we should haste though. We only have 3 haste. I think it's probably worth it, because this might get really sketchy really quickly. What would be really good actually is if these yaks keep blocking the frost giant. And why don't we just make... No, I was thinking we could make some other summons to just sort of help block the path if we need to run away. But I think we're okay on that front. I'd rather just keep the magic for more spires. But yeah, if the yaks keep standing in front of the frost giant, he won't Bolt of Cold through them, but our spire will shoot. So we might... I don't know. I feel like this isn't gonna work. Our spire just gets killed way too quickly by the death yak. Come on, spire. Ooh. Tried to Bolt of Cold, it missed us. That's why we're flying, I suppose. If he does bolt, we can step around this corner and then teleport. Come on, spire. Get there. We're out of mana too, so this is kind of our last one. What have we got? We've got acid. This is too scary though. Okay, well we did acid him. Because if he steps back to us again, like if he gets to this tile adjacent to us, we can no longer step around the corner because then line of sight won't be broken. Let's, I guess, keep aciding him. No, we gotta go back. Oh man, this is so dangerous. Okay. We could just die now, so we need to teleport. How are we gonna kill this guy? I don't know that we can. Please no teleport back into the chamber. Please no teleport back in. I also... Okay, good. Oh, we teleported behind him. Is this good or really bad? Where our haste is running out. So I'm thinking we could charge in, sort of loot the chamber, and then maybe escape. But it means that he's probably too close. What if we heal wounds? We've got plenty of those, so we're no longer in one-shot death range. And then he's still nearly dead. What if we just go more acids, maybe? I don't know. Okay, we're no longer hasted. We're in one-shot range again. Heal wounds. Okay. Come on, acid. Come on, acid. Get there. Heal wounds. Oh, okay, we got there. Alright. Oh god, that was so dangerous. That was not safe at all. The only reason we could kind of do that is because we had so many heal wounds potions. Also, in hindsight, it might have been worth using an agility potion as well, just to make those bolts of cold less likely to hit us. But yeah, that was a very unwise fight that I just took us through there. Also, here are freezing clouds again, and this looks like a really long set of them. So I don't know if we can safely go through this. Not really. What happens if we get caught in them? I don't know. More heal wounds? Oh god, alright, let's go. Alright, there's a book. Ah, good. Okay, protection from cold ring. Let's put that on. Now we're not going to die in the clouds. Okay, much better. What was the book we got, by the way? Reference book on the glacier. Freeze, throw frost. So a bunch of cold spells. Okay. I don't think we're going to go there. If you're going to go an elemental damage on a Tengu, you tend to pick fire magic because we're talking about a +1 aptitude rather than a -1. Ooh, okay, uncursed animal of cold resistance. Alright, we want that. Oh, and another ring. Okay, then we're definitely not dying in here. Okay, let's drop all these random weapons we're carrying around. Falchion, Mace of Protection, Short Sword, Trident. Okay. We'll put on this uncursed animal skin. So we're 1323. I'm going to guess that this isn't better. 1124. No, but we're getting cold resistance. A +4 Trident of Venom. That is so much better than the Spear of Freezing we have. We're going to want that too. We've only got one remove curse though, so that's unfortunate. Again, here's Ashanzari really shining, just not letting you use the items you find. Okay, so the way that remove curse works with Ashanzari is if you read one, you get the option to uncurse a single item. Because imagine how annoying it would be if you had to uncurse them all every time. So I'm going to pick the Spear of Freezing. We're now going to drop the Spear of Freezing because the +4 Trident of Venom is just so much better. Not only is a Trident a much better base weapon than a Spear, the Venom, particularly for an unskilled user, just allows us to kill stuff over time while we're behind our summons. Okay, and let's put this other cord on. Alright, so we've now got all 3 points of protection from cold, so we're feeling pretty safe here now. Book of Changes. We don't really want any of those either. Alright. Okay, well we can do it now. Okay, this is the exit, so we can just leave. But yeah, if we were just walking through that bit with no RC, it would have been deadly probably. Alright, we made it out. That was not very wise or very safe play on my part, but we did not die. Okay, question. Do we just use all of our enchant weapon scrolls on this trident? We'd only need 5 to get to max enchantment, but I'm going to say no. Yeah. I think a +4 trident of venom is respectable enough. And we can see, we might find a demon trident. Particularly, we're going to find out pretty soon what our lair rune branches are. And if one of them is shoals, it means we're very likely to be getting a demon trident this game. So I guess maybe if we get swamp instead, that might cause me to rethink this. But really, I don't know, we'll see. So we went back to our leather armor fire resistance. I'm going to say we probably don't need the animal skin of cold resistance ever again because we've got all these RC rings. And I'm also going to hit backslash and then turn off additional rings of cold because we have no reason to ever pick those up again. And I guess having 2 points of RC is probably better than having +2 dex. We can check this out. We're at 19 evasion at the moment. Okay, that takes us to 20. So I guess having a +1 evasion is probably better than a second point of RC. Yeah, that's fine. That works. Right. If we ever see a whole bunch of the freezing drakes again, we can change our minds. But until then, alright, good. Fortunately, the ice beasts are pretty handy against the spiny frogs because they slow them. Excellent. Should be flying. Drink. Fighting to 11. Okay. I wonder if there's any point where we should start training the armor skill. It's probably not yet. Okay, one frog's down. Comes another spiny frog. This time, normally I say put them behind you, but this time I'm trying to keep the spiny frog away from us. So I'm putting the spire in front in the hope that it never makes it to us. Good. This robe I'm not really interested in. If I had found this on the way to the ice cave, I might have checked it for RC, but not now. I mean, even a robe of R poison, I don't think I'd really care to have. That is probably too many blink frogs, so I'm sort of backing up. While they're getting distracted by the spire, we'll just break one off and then kill him on his own. Fly before we go back down. The poison brand is really, really good against blink frogs because all the time they spend blinked away from you, they're ticking out to poison. Wyvern. No biggie. And I'm just thinking about that Book of Dreams. Was it behind fire? It was behind... Yeah, it was behind fire clouds. I was thinking maybe it was behind cold clouds so we could go collect it now. We probably could collect it now anyway. Maybe after we do this floor, we'll go check out the Book of Dreams. Alright, we've done it. So let's see. Book of Dreams. Where are you? You are here. Yeah, we could probably get that. We've got more HP now than we had back then. We've got 80 now. Oh god, this is maybe a mistake. Still alive. Okay, let's have a look. What does shadow creatures look like? 56%. That's really interesting. That's almost castable even. Okay. Keeping that in mind, we might start training some summonings very soon. Not just yet. Although, why not just yet? Let's just turn on. Okay, fair enough. You convinced me. We'll fly. I mean, we're training polearms. We may as well get some additional summoning while we're training some random polearm skill. This looks like it's a swamp entrance. Yeah, okay. So no shoals, no demon tridents anytime soon. Do we want a +9 trident of venom? No. We still have never seen a shield, so I mean we could still go all in on the vampiric halberd. Oh, Spire. That is so good. Alright, here's our first Black Mamba. Okay. Spire too strong. They do really hurt though. Our flight wore off. That was a part of the problem, I guess. So we've got 24 evasion when we're flying. I believe it's 20 without. So our flight gives us, in addition to just having bonus movement speed, which is obviously strong, we get 4 additional evasion out of it. That was not a very good placement. Okay, what we've got to watch out for here is that elephants can trample us off the stairs. Let's fly. Okay, I think he's just going to tick out the poison. I mean, now that we swing less than 1, I think we do. Let me test. We swing at 1 and 1.1. Okay, so it's not quite true. But while we're swinging at 1 or less, it enables us to kite enemies and then hit them from range with our trident to poison them. Let's do our Ice Blast one. Yeah, it's probably the most valuable thing, rather than the random scrolls. The Ice Blast wand, in case, say, a Black Mamba fight goes wrong, allows us to never miss. Heartnet's ghost. His ghost was the one that was a major pain for Zot on Halfling. He is a Vinestalker monk. He can hit for up to 24 damage. Scary. Does he resist Elec? No. So we kind of have a chance. Wait, we can just kite him forever. Do we have a good area to run around? I guess that really long path around there. Okay. Alright, we're going to play some Spire kiting. So we're flying. When we're flying, he can never ever hit us because we're faster. So we're just going to run the Spire around. Every time he chooses to go for the Spire rather than us, it lets us get back to max range again. Yeah, good spell. We've got bees coming. That probably means a beehive. Okay. Fly, drink. How am I going to do this? I sort of walked myself into a bad position. Alright. Okay, so the Trident of Venom's are really good against bees. And I know for a fact that these guys are vulnerable to poison. So that one is not fake news. We're getting trapped here. Where did this polar bear come from? Let's make a ice beast, or maybe 2 to help us out here. No, we're okay. Alright, good. Should be flying drink. It's not too long and we'll get it permanently. We've got to get to XL14 for that. Alright, here's the queen bee. The queen bee is mostly dangerous when the other bees are around because she'll berserk them and then the bees become much more dangerous. But just on her own, not too scary. Although if she's hitting you, she still can do a lot of poison damage. A fistful of eyes flickers past your view. Keep your eye on the ball. Eyeball, son. Eyeball, that's a joke, son. Near starving, just as we find 14 royal jellies. This halberd, it's just enchanted. Okay. Ashinzari reveals the unseen. It is an uncursed enchanted halberd. Very nice. Let's use our identify. We already did one ice blast. We don't need a second. Let's go scrolls. Vulnerability. It's worth keeping because we don't have any yet, but if we ever get a +4 protection. If we ever get a scroll of fear, the two work in conjunction. Let's put that on. +4 protection is definitely better than +1 EV. And yeah, we don't have any remove curses, but we have a few items that we wouldn't mind cursing on. But that is the nature of Ashinzari. We've also made it to 3 points of piety, I've just noticed. Which means we now have, we're now getting our skills boosted. The problem is we're not really bound at all because not many of our things are on. We're also getting see invis. When we get a bit more skill, we'll have the ability, we'll get clarity as well, which is cool. Okay, something I haven't talked about is this ability, which is scrying. It's kind of a funny ability. I don't use it too often, but I mean, it can have some niche uses. Particularly, it lets you see into vaults to see what's in there and what you're up against. What it does is it allows you to see through walls. And so, yeah, that's basically it. You can see into vaults and see what enemies are there, or potentially what items are there. So, for instance, when we were debating whether it was possible to walk through all those freezing clouds to get to the loot in the ice cave, potentially we could have used scrying. We could have seen beforehand, oh hey, there's all this sweet loot. Yes, it is in fact worth it. Or no, it's not. Let's fly on to layer 3. No, near starving. Okay. Alright, new books. What have we got? Maledictions. These are hexes. Yeah. Have a look. Tengu are really bad at hexes, -3. So that's not the school that we're going to be going into. Also, look at these stairs. All 3 of them are here. I'm glad nothing too scary was camping it out. Feels like playing Ring Around the Rosie a little bit, sometimes with Spire. Because that's something you can do. Like, you can basically kite monsters around your spire. I mean, it's like a one tile pillar. It's not ideal, but it works. Wonder Flame. This might be an ant vault. Hope not. And have we seen our other lair room branch? No. Could still be snake or spider. Oh god. Okay, I'm really glad the Torpor Snail didn't see us. Torpor Snail plus Death Axe is a terrifying combo. Yeah, I was going to say we can't really fight the Death Axe, but Spider can. 10 speed monster, literally can't ever kill us. OS Frog. OS Frog. How is this fair? How is this a thing? Alright, we really want to get that Torpor Snail on its own. Yeah, Torpor Snail and Death Axe is not a good time. Also, up there with not a good time is Torpor Snail plus Hydras. That's always fun. Identify another scroll. Torment? Okay, I'm gonna drop that. We have no use for that one. Or at least no good uses that don't also take half our health. Electric Eels. It seems that we've been outplayed. But we have the Wand of Flame, which is the arch nemesis of the electric eel. Not only does the steam it makes block line of sight so that the eels can't shoot you, but while they're sitting in the steam cloud, it's burning them to death. Alright, let's go. 7-headed Hydra. Okay, so think about it. We are a really flimsy species. We are in lair. At this, most characters like this in lair, a 7-headed Hydra would pose a very real threat to you, but with our spire and walk away tactic, this monster is trivial. It can never ever kill us. You aggroed onto the spire, you idiot. Got him. Paralysis one. Okay, that's one that's probably worth identifying. And by probably, I mean definitely. Okay, that's this floor done. We've got one more floor that can, I should have been flying, that can tell us what our second lair room branch is. But I'm going to leave that for the next episode. So if you come back in the next one, we'll finish lair. Have we even found our orc? Yes, it's on D10. So we'll finish lair and then we'll be heading into orc. See you next time.